So, what makes a speaker better than another? This is a more simple question than it might sound. First of all, we've got our crossover boards. This is a two-way system by Yamaha, and that one's a three-way by Fisher. This one has coils and capacitors. The coils run to the woofer, which is one of the two big speakers, to create the low notes, and the capacitor runs through the high notes, and it makes the high notes quieter, actually, and less likely to blow out. Then we've got our Fisher one, which can absolutely not blow out. It has more wires. It can absolutely not blow out because of this blue box, which is a breaker. So if you get close to blowing this one out, guess what? The whole thing shuts off. Also, we've got our drivers, which is the speaker parts that actually make sound. Here are the Yamaha two-way ones. This speaker is really soft, which means it can bottom out, and the tweeter cannot take much. So, not the best, especially for Yamaha. Now here are our Fisher drivers and other sound-related parts. First of all, we've got our woofer. It isn't as soft and won't bottom out if it's turned up too high. Bottoming out is, by the way, the speaker hitting the bottom of the bottom, which is, on all these speakers, a really, really strong magnet. This one, same. The tweeter, which is the high note part, is much more decent. And it has what's called a port for bass to enhance the bass. It's just basically a tube that on this speaker looks like a smiley face. Yeah. And so, if we plug in this part to all the speakers, the green goes with the medium, the blue goes with the small, and the red goes with the big, which have the certain names: mid-range, tweeter, and woofer. Tweeter will be quiet, this will be not as quiet, and this will be the loudest of all. And for our Yamaha, if we were to wire it up, we would have a similar type of principle in our board, that this would be quieter and less likely to blow than this one. By the way, what makes one speaker better than the other? This one has a bigger woofer, more bass, better tweeter, better highs, mid-range, which fills in the gap, but the box and the port aren't really well tuned for its speakers. This one is really, really the opposite. Thinner wires, lower quality, more spread out board. Tweeter's only like 5 watts. This speaker can, what's called bottom out, hit the bottom. And the box does not have a port, but is more well tuned for the speakers. Oh, sorry. I don't know which system sounds better, but here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to test the speakers with that cord up there on the top of that speaker that I custom made to play speakers. One side plugs into your iPod, and the other side plugs into your speakers. And I'm going to put them back in the box and test them. The speakers are now fully put together, and I'm going to do a head-to-head comparison. Here is the Fisher. Pretty good sound overall. Pretty good bass. This is one of my favorite bass songs. Wow. Pretty good sound. Fisher may be the winner, but let's test the Yamaha. Now let's see the Yamaha. A little bit different. I can tell a little bit more crispness and separation between bass and highs. We got a little bit of a different sound. I would actually say it's louder. And the odd thing is, I think it actually sounds better in its box. But I actually know that this one's that the Fisher is maximum of 100 watts, and the Yamaha is only a max of 80. So we have kind of this weird tie thing going on. It's a tie between the two. Isn't that weird? Like, I've never heard of such a thing. A tie between the two speakers. That is something very, very weird. Thanks for watching.